Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1037.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about why crypto is in the early days. It's not just my word you're going to take for it, it's Mark Cuban's word, a billionaire who made his fortune during the internet days. And I think that the cycle we're going into is a similar cycle to the internet, so who better to listen to and to look to hear his opinions about what kind of phase we're in currently. Recently, I tweeted this: when you understand that one day we will be using crypto to pay for things, send instant value to anyone, anywhere globally, and tip people for good work, you understand how early we are. Crypto is going mainstream, and these are the early days. Today is like dial-up internet, LOL. You see, I remember dial-up internet. Back in the days before internet was everything everywhere, it was difficult to use. It was dial-up. It made a funny noise and screeching sound. If you remember, people that subscribed to AOL, there was a phrase, "You've got mail," when you had an email come in. And that was highlighted in the movie You've Got Mail years ago. The internet was spotty. They had to create the infrastructure for the internet. And eventually, speeds got faster and services, things you could do on the internet changed. It went from being just a website with some words on it, like a billboard, to actually being interactive and having products and services that you could buy and actually doing commerce on websites, which led us to Amazon and it ultimately becoming $1 trillion company. Crypto is not that unlike the early days of the internet. It's also hard for us to imagine all the things we're going to be using crypto for. For example, being able to tip somebody because they did something nice for you, or brought you information that you were looking for, or helped you out with something, or sending money around the world very quickly. Maybe buying pieces of jewelry that were handmade by someone in Africa, because today they don't have a bank account, but tomorrow they may have a crypto account that you could be your own bank and they could be their own bank and you could do commerce with. I think it's quite possible that there's all kinds of loyalty programs that will pop up and will be crypto related. Instead of just airline miles and credit card points, you could have all kinds of different crypto points and things that you could earn crypto for and could turn around and use them to buy certain things. My point is, we're going into a new world. It's not this world, but with crypto. It's going to actually change what we do and how we do it. And that's what's hard to visualize and understand about the future. Just like when we had dial-up, it was hard to see that we'd be trading stocks online and we'd be having Amazon deliver things right to our door, and we just would point and click an item, be automatically checked out with our credit card, and not long after, that item would appear at our door. That all sounded so amazing, and yet it's exactly how we're using the internet today and how we're living. And the same thing is true of crypto. Talking about how we're going to have real estate transactions settle instantaneously with NFTs and having everything automated. There's just a lot of different uses for crypto, things that we haven't even thought of yet that I think are going to be everyday transactions. So let's hear what Mark Cuban has to say about crypto. If you're not familiar with how Mark made his first fortune during the internet days, it was because he was streaming sports on the computer. Many people said, "Why do I need to watch sports on the computer? I have my television to watch sports on." But Mark understood that people wanted to watch sports on a mobile device and perhaps in a room where there wasn't a TV. He saw the opportunity to stream live sports, and he founded Broadcastcom, which was an internet radio company founded as AudioNet in September 1995 by Cameron Christopher Jebb, and then Todd Wagner and Mark Cuban later led the organization and eventually sold it to Yahoo in 1999 for $5.7 billion, making it the most expensive acquisition Yahoo has made. So when I think about a technology entrepreneur who understands the cycle that we're in and how early it is, I think of Mark Cuban. And this article from CNBC quotes Mark Cuban as saying crypto is going through a similar lull to the early internet. He said he thinks that after the initial surge of exciting apps and NFTs or non-fungible tokens, crypto is entering an imitation phase where too many companies are failing to bring new utility to the market. So I want to pause there. There's that word utility. And that is, I think, what's going to separate the future successful cryptos from the cryptos that are purely speculative today. Without utility, that means there's no real use for the crypto. It's basically an investment that people are buying, hoping that it goes up in value. Whereas a utility is something that's used and needed. It's a technology that you're actually investing in that's going to change how we do things in the future, which is one of the reasons that we XRP investors love to invest in XRP, because it is the ultimate in utility. Since cross-border payments are the highest use that you could use a crypto for, XRP was built for that. And that's why, in my opinion, it's going to be the most valuable crypto. Mark Cuban says the blockchains that do emerge from the lull will be the ones that use smart contracts to improve business productivity and profitability. Cuban also says the chains that copy what everyone else has will fail. We don't need NFTs or DeFi on every chain. So he thinks that the blockchains that do emerge from the lull will be the ones that use smart contracts. As you know, smart contracts are digital agreements that are coded and stored on the blockchain, which power decentralized finance or DeFi, applications, and NFTs, and are necessary in forming decentralized autonomous organizations or DAOs. This isn't the first time that Mark Cuban has compared crypto to the development of the web. Early last year, he said the development of blockchain technology reminded him of the early days of the internet, and that current blockchain companies are similar to internet pioneers like Broadcastcom, the company whose sale to Yahoo in 1999 made him a billionaire. It took time before bandwidth became available and cheap enough so that streaming and cord cutting could really happen, he said in 2021. That was 20 years into the internet, give or take, and we're only 10, 12 years into crypto. Cuban is a prolific crypto investor with a portfolio of various digital coins, NFTs, and investments in a number of blockchain companies. End of article. I completely agree with him. And the biggest sign of that is crypto's not integrated into our lives yet. We're not using it to pay for things on an everyday basis. We're not sending money to each other with crypto on a mass scale. Now, people who are early investors in crypto might be doing that, but I'm talking about everybody doing it, because eventually it's going to be commonplace for everybody to be sending crypto and using crypto to make purchases. But it's not today, and it's a very small percentage of people who are actually using it today. Mostly today, people seem to be investing in different cryptos, trying to find the ones that are going to grow fast and make them money, rather than using crypto for different purposes. Even NFTs are still in a speculative phase where people are buying them because they think they can sell them for more tomorrow. So what I'm saying is that these are the early days, and when you have things that go wrong, like Terra UST, because it's an algorithmic stablecoin, well, that means that it doesn't have the assets to really back it up the way that it should. A stablecoin is really supposed to have one-to-one assets backing it up, but an algorithmic stablecoin uses an algorithm to keep it tied to a dollar peg. I think there were multiple things that brought Terra down, but it's just a reminder that we need to be very wise about what we're investing in. And that's why I love the ISO 20022 companies who created the messaging system so that it can talk to each other. And that will be included in the new financial system that's being phased in over this year and future years. So it's a good reminder that while volatility is no fun, We are so early that XRP at 39 cents or 20 cents or 80 cents is absolutely ridiculous and not a reflection of what it's really worth or what it's going to be worth in the future, in my opinion. We're lucky to have more time to accumulate it at these low prices. And just like dial-up internet grew into broadband and high-speed internet, so will crypto. And these are the early days. So don't despair. Use it as a buying opportunity if it fits into your investment plan. Choose wisely and hold on for dear life. HODL. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available. And if you want to know more about crypto, especially crypto as an investment opportunity, check out my book, 3 Steps to Quantum Wealth, The Wealth Heiress's Guide to Financial Freedom by Investing in Cryptocurrencies. In the book, I review how crypto fits into a traditional investment portfolio and why some of the high compounding rates of return can literally save you decades of investment time and may just get you to financial freedom. And I'll put a link for you in the show notes for easy access to Amazon. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.